Welcome back. We're trying to figure out what in the world is going on with Ann Coulter, who was planning to speak at the University of California at Berkeley tomorrow and now might have changed her plans. We're joined by Jessica Rosenthal with Fox News Radio, who's in California today. Jessica, what is happening with Ann Coulter?
Apparently she's not going to be speaking at Berkeley. She might not even be going to California at all. I think that element of whether or not she will still travel to the area remains to be seen. But she's basically saying I'm no longer speaking on campus, and she actually is basically saying or blaming the conservative groups that once supported her.
Oh no!
The Berkeley College Republicans wanted her to speak, and they went through the Young America's Foundation,
right,
which is based in Tennessee, and YAF, as they're known, got Miss Coulter sort of in touch and sort of organized all of this. And so they backed this, and she was going to go speak, through them. They were basically hosting her with the Berkeley College Republicans. And then, long story short, Berkeley said, please don't come on April 27th, Thursday. It's just not safe. There's too many threats. We don't know exactly how to make this safe. We need more time. Maybe you can come the following week. And the college Republicans and YAF said, well, that's not cool because that's a dead week right before finals. No one's going to want to come.
Right.
And furthermore, YAF says that they've filed a lawsuit saying that Berkeley has this sort of unwritten, unpublished policy dealing with high-profile speakers to sort of cap their time and ability to speak to during the daylight hours, which they say that unwritten, unpublished policy is only being applied to conservatives. So this the lawsuit is continuing, but Ann Coulter, it sounds like, is not going to be heading to UC Berkeley.
Yeah, we had a little history with YAF here. They tried to bring Colonel Allen West to a local campus here at St. Louis University, and he ended up speaking, but there were quite a few protests, and I talked to the YAF people a few times. So Ann Coulter is apparently not going to show up. Yesterday, the Fox News Channel had an interview where they were claiming that the Berkeley police chief might have had some connection to one of these protest groups. Have you heard anything about that?
No, and I suppose that if it was if that was being alleged, that I know that the mayor of Berkeley has also been accused of having ties to these protest groups, and they just say that that's flat out irrelevant and not fair and not even a fair accusation to make. Because it has nothing to do with them supporting their local university and providing security.
I see.
They're just not related at all. But I have heard, especially with the mayor, and I think even the YAF has made some claims that I think the attorney Harmeet Dillon, who's working for YAF, has made similar claims about the mayor having policies and the UC and the police in that area having policies of essentially non-engagement,
right?
Which they are vehemently denying, and the university is denying and saying that's just not how we operate. It's not a life or death situation. We respond based on what we see and what we're witnessing. So there is a lot of back and forth that YAF, I know, wants to clarify through this lawsuit that they've filed, and we'll have to see what happens with the college Republicans and if they try and get any more conservative speakers on campus, because this will just only continue this issue, especially these accusations toward law enforcement and the local mayor. So it is going to be summer vacation soon.
Right.
So we'll have to see if anybody comes over the summer, but this might all be pushed. We might be seeing more activity, maybe perhaps in the fall.
In the fall, yeah. Well, I hope they don't give up. Jessica Rosenthal with Fox News Radio, thank you for the report.
Sure thing.
Yep, I appreciate that. Yeah, there's no doubt. If you're a police chief, right, and somebody is throwing things through windows or setting things on fire or attacking people with objects like a skateboard and breaking people's noses, and you don't arrest all of them, you should lose your job. But we've seen that repeatedly with the Berkeley Police Department and with the campus security officials at the University of California at Berkeley. This is the Fox report I was referring to, and I didn't want to put Jessica on the spot. I don't know if she's reported this information or not, but this is what Fox said about this guy yesterday.
Questions are being raised about the Berkeley mayor's ties to a group that's sparking violence in the city over conservative speakers as well as other issues. Mayor Jesse Adeguin reportedly is Facebook friends with the far-left group By Any Means Necessary, which has been involved in several controversial protests where violence broke out. And at the same time, the police department there is facing scrutiny for not doing enough to put down the clashes between pro- and anti-Trump demonstrators.
Well, of course they haven't done enough. That's pretty obvious. It was the mayor, not the police chief. So my apologies. But I will get back to what I said earlier. If you let violence like that go on and you don't do something about it, if you don't engage them, then you're just encouraging it for the next time. So that now, one reason that the excuse she gave for not showing up was that they couldn't guarantee her security. They don't want to. Message to Ann Coulter, message to all conservatives who want to speak out there. The liberals in California don't want you. They're not going to do a thing to support you. But in this particular case, the president of the college Republican group that invited her, was his statement. He felt like Ann herself is using this to her advantage to engage in a test of free speech, and that he found her recent public comments unnecessarily provocative. So they withdrew their offer for her to speak. The Berkeley College Republicans, they chickened out, in other words. That's what that comes down to. All right, as promised, and pay attention here, Liz and Church, Jesse Waters